Hey, DirtFarmerJay from DirtFarmerJay.com. If you're working with snap rings or retainer rings and you need the right tool to remove or replace them, here's a couple to consider. Let me tell you which is better and why. Hey, DirtFarmerJay from DirtFarmerJay.com. If you're taking care of equipment and maintaining things around your house, even automobile work, trailers, lawn equipment, chances are you're going to run into snap rings or retainer rings. So where I found them is when we were recently doing a planer head upgrade from the standard that came in our DeWalt planer to a Helix segmented head. There was a retaining ring there that had to be addressed, and we used this. You can see it right here. There's a retaining ring, although they're a little bit hard to see, that's holding the wheel in place on my trailer. And you're gonna find them all over the place on certain pieces of equipment, lawn equipment, that sort of thing. So having these is extremely handy. Now these can, if you don't have the right tools, can bedevil you pretty badly, but the investment of tooling for them is pretty modest. I'm holding up two different kinds. This is Vice Grips unit. This ran at the time of filming around 17 bucks. And this one is a channel lock unit that's heavy duty, more heavy duty, larger capacity. It ran about $38. Now, each of them work a little bit different. So let me show you first how the Vice Grip unit works. To set up the Vice Grip type of plier setup, you're going to choose the tip that you need. Now, by the way these are configured, you can either make them spreaders or closers, depending on what set of pegs you use right on the pliers, which set is doing the work. If it's this one, or if it's that one. So that would be the spreader side, this would be the closer side. So let's just choose one. We're gonna take this set right here, and we're gonna set it right here onto those pegs. Takes a little bit of finessing. There we go. We're gonna drop the closure pin through. Now in that configuration, the nose will close. Now let's change it to where instead of closing here, it'll spread apart a ring. Let's change it from this side to that side, re-put the pin in the keeper, reinsert the pin. Now it's a spreader. It comes equipped with 4 different units. You can look up the information at the link that I've shown in the description below so you can know what sizes. And notice that 2 of them are bent tip, and 2 of them are straight tip. Okay, that's the Vice Grip system. At the time I bought this, it was about $17. Now that you've seen how the Vice Grip system works, let's take a look at the channel lock and how it's set up differently and the convenience that it supplies. Okay, to use the channel lock system, the 927, at the time of purchase, I bought this for about $38, and I believe that was from Home Depot. Very nice made pair of pliers, made in the USA, says so right there. This unit works differently and has higher capacity. As you can see here, here's the set of tips that are included with it, the set screws that come with it with a little key wrench to install right here. That's where the tips are installed and set. And you can see right on the package right here, the list, the 927T for the tip set. There's the list here and what the material is. And so this is a little bit wider range and allows you to get bigger items. There is a couple of bent tip sets as well in it, but I've used them pretty much for straight. Now, this operates a little bit differently. It's the only thing you're gonna change on this is the tips, depending on the retaining ring hole size that you're gonna do. To change direction of whether or not it's closing or spreading, you're going to operate that handle right there. So notice as I squeeze, this is in the mode right now to close a ring for where it's inside a captured area, like let's say a hub on a trailer wheel. That closes it, but what if you had to spread it where it has an external ring that's going around something? Well, all you're gonna do is switch that handle, right, like that. We're gonna adjust it, you're gonna hear it click, and when it does, it changes modes. Now, it's a spreader. So it does that. It always opens up because of this spring right here. Let's do it. It was a spreader. I put it back here, click, and now became a closer. And there's directions right here that's telling you which is which. Very nicely made. Fits in the hand really nice. Easy to change those modes back and forth. So this is a really nice tool for $38. As I said earlier, both of these retaining ring plier sets are available online. The links are right below in the description. But which one did I like the best? The channel lock, hands down. And let me give you several reasons why. Number one, it's made entirely in the United States. I live in the United States. If you're in a different country, I encourage you to always try to support the industrial base of the country you're in and your trade and all those things, the trades that are there. It's a good way to go. So I really like these are made in the United States. So I definitely lean towards that. The vice grip unit is offshored from the United States. The second thing is that it's well made. There's a nice fit and finish. There's no burrs on it. The tool looks good as well as works well. So I like that. The third thing, it's comfortable in the hand. So with these grips here, it's not cutting in. They provide a lot of leverage. It fits my hand really well. And the spring that's between the handles right there, it always opens it back up for you so it's ready to go to work, whether it's in the closed position or the open position. Converting between the two different modes of either, in this case, a squeeze or trying to open a ring is easily done with that switchover instead of having to switch out the entire jaw set on the front. So when you're working and putting things together, this is just a lot more convenient, a lot less hassle factor. Another thing that I like is the 5 tips sets that are provided. A nice little extra wrench, some extra retaining screws, and I put that in a little box and keep it separate. If there's anything that's finicky, those little set screws can get lost easily. As a matter of fact, I dropped one when we were getting ready to prep for this shoot, and Rob, who's behind the camera, luckily saw where it rolled exactly, able to retain it. So little parts, but it's all there and it's ready to go to work for you. And lastly, listen to the sizes. I'm gonna have to refer to this because I can't remember it all right off. These pliers right here work on a variety of sizes. Internal rings, anywhere from 3/8 to 2 inches for my metric friends. That's 9.5 to about 51 millimeters. That's for internal rings. External rings, 1/4 inch to 2 inch. Again, millimeter sizes, about 6.5 millimeters to about 51 millimeters. So those different tip sizes work really well in those different rings. So everything there's ready to go. For a $38 investment, and you'll use it not every day, but when you need it, boy, it's great to have it. I think this is a great investment. As you can tell, I love having great tools that are on hand, ready to go to work when you need them. Here's another set of tools. Here's 2 must-have tools that you gotta have, especially if you're working on appliances, a lot of smaller nuts and screws, tap screws, those kind of things. Check out these 2 tools that we found to be really handy and reasonably priced. We know you're gonna like it. Hey, this is Dirt Farmer Jay from DirtFarmerJay.com. Thanks for joining me today.